Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central P time on the dollar. We do the show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening. Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Sorry for the echo. We gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins and everything else. Guys, we dumped yesterday big time. Hit the support level, 26, 27.6, 27.1 on the dollar, almost the second time as well. So the support holding for now, but I gotta tell you the truth. I do not believe it's gonna hold. I think we're gonna go all the way down to 25.3. I'm gonna tell you why that's gonna happen. And just by looking at the chart over here, it does not look good because this channel over here towards the upside, it has already broken on the downside, unfortunately for us. So there is that. Not a lot of people in the chat, that's fine because we are not actually on the dollar today, but I was doing some painting work, so I was unable to do it early in the morning. That said, how's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. My kill. First, I do, man. Edward Too Good on the dollar. Been a while. Yes, it's been a while. 17 months member, man. Nice. Thank you for the support, man. Bro. Everything's holding. We have the 12K crew back in the chat yet. Nah, the 12K crew will come back. It's actually the 10K crew. The 10K is the magic number. And I don't know if I've shown you this before, but I posted on Twitter, so there is that. Let me just see if I can find it. I think it's funny though. I think it's funny. Let's go over here, media up here, and let's go scroll down after the baby. I was big on the baby, but I'm not big on the baby anymore, so there is that. Let's go down a little bit longer over here. It wasn't so long ago I actually posted that. There we go. Is the 10K Bitcoin in the room with us right now? I think the meme is very good. So, people are still talking about, 10K and stuff like that. We will be talking about 10K, guys. I'm very serious about this. We will be talking about 10K if and only if there is a reason to talk about 10K, but there is no reason to talk about 10K. You are not below 25K, you're not below 22K, you're not below anything. So talking about 10K is like people talking about, 300K. We are not talking about 300K just yet. We are talking about just the next levels, 30K, 25K, the range, the bullishness, bearishness. Are we bullish? Are we bearish? Are we uptrend, downtrend? That's what we want to know. But, we can, fantasize about what can happen and how we can get down to 10K, or what can happen and how we can get up to 300K. But besides that, it just, long-term, hopium for bears and bulls. The center plan, how you do, man? 25.3, that line, yeah, that line, man, 25.3, that line, that is a very nice line. Lauren did post in the chat as well. Malaren did post in the chat as well earlier today over here, this chart over here, but I do not like actually Malaren's line, because Malaren's line uses this stop over here and this stop over here, but this is just very ugly, move. It's either above it or below it, but this just goes through entire thing over here. So I said this part over here, I don't like it, and that's why I don't like this line down here. It looks like it's a nice line, the nice two touches up here, nice two touches up there, but this back part is just like very ugly, so I don't like that very much. But besides that, I do like my line, because you can see that my line, the same kind of, this channel towards downside over here, hits these stops over here, as a resistance, and then it hits these bottoms down as support. And although this one doesn't hit all the way up here towards the upside, it does hit these over here, and then there is, some kind of, let me zoom in over here nicely over here, there's some kind of hits up here, so this is some kind of fake cut up here that we failed to break towards the upside. So yeah, I like my channel a little bit better than Lana's, but it's still a channel, and I think it is legit channel. Now we got two channels on our chart over here. We got this big this big channel that goes towards the upside, and this small channel goes towards the downside. This is the downtrending channel, this is uptrending channel. We got a support and resistance line, those are the yellow lines. Very, very important level of support and resistance. This is our resistance lines, these two up here at yellow, and on the bottom side you'll see that down here there are two support lines, and you'll see how nice these support lines are, because look here, guys, look here, when we are dropping towards downside on the dollar, we hit this support line over here, we broke that, came to the next one down here at 27.2, a little bit above that, not all the way down there. This is actually quite bullish. We managed to get above, right back above this previous support line. You see up here, right back up there again, and right now we are just hovering above that support line. So we are technically still keeping the support line. If you look at this on the daily time frame, we have not broken the support just yet, so we don't have any kind of closes below the support. Unfortunately for us, there is no divergence up here on the chart. There is no divergence up here on the chart. It just goes towards downside over here. The momentum is also increasing towards downside from these last two parts. The momentum is increasing towards downside on MACD. On MACD also the blue line is crossing the zero line, but the orange line, the most important one, is not yet crossing the zero line. So, you know, there is some kind of hope, you know. The only thing we have right now over here is low and a lower low over here. We're still above the support, so that's nice and dandy, but here's the problem, guys. This over here is a double top over here. This is a double top. This is also double top up here. Let me show you the line up here. Go something like this up here. So you can see up here, this first part over here where we went up here. We broke this trend over here that was going towards upside over here, something like this, towards downside. We retest that, we went down a little bit, we tried to go up here again, breaking it towards upside, failed that 2 times. This created a double top up here, and then it went down downwards. But it did not just go down and stop over here on the support line, it went below that. So we got a lower low over here, which is actually a very bad bearish move on the daily time frame. Now what does this mean? So if you look at this part over here, if you just look at this pattern over here, let me just clean everything from the chart. If you just look at this pattern over here, this is a double top. And what we know about the double tops and double bottoms, double bottom goes something like this, double bottom, right? And double bottom is confirmed once we cross the middle top up here. Once you cross that, you might get some kind of, you know, retest, something like that, but this usually go distance over here, you know, towards the other side. So distance over here, it goes, you know, distance towards the upside. So that's the target for that double bottom, right? So any kind of double bottom or stuff like that, this middle you know, pivot point up here is very important. So over here, although you might not be very used to seeing these kind of charts, you know, double tops, I mean, they are very common. You know, we are already you know, below we are already below the midline over here, the middle pivot point over here. So we already broke that towards downside. Not only do we have a lower low over chart, we already blew through the midline. We can inverse the chart so you can see this a little bit better. If you had seen some kind of chart like this in some kind of, you know, some kind of coin, and you were thinking like, oh man, this looks good because you know, this trend over here, you know, it kind of wait, this trend over here kind of, you know, broke you know, this downtrend over here. First of all, this bigger downtrend over here broke over here. Then we have the secondary downtrend over here that broke over here, and then right now we have this sideways movement over here that's right now, you know, double tapped the bottom down here, right now going above the midline over here, sorry, middle pivot point up here, and it's gonna go all the way up here to some kind of 25, 27, because the distance up here is important, right? Just like we said, the distance over here is important. So if you take the distance, you know, up here, that looks like to be something like 26.3 or something like that, give or take, this level over here, right? Maybe a little bit higher or lower. Maybe these weeks up here are a little bit more important. I don't know how, you know, people do this. You know, maybe something like this over here, and then break out up here. You know, it's still 26, doesn't matter. So as you can see up here, we got this double bottom up here, and that's why I'm looking for more move towards downside. So although we are sitting on support level, and although we are looking, you know, strong over here, we are actually looking weak. The channel, the bigger channel up here towards upside already got broken over here. We got a double top up here that's right now getting confirmed. We are sitting on the support level, yes, but it does look a little bit weak. So I'm looking for this move towards downside. So where is this move towards downside? That's at around 25.3, give or take, because my line, my channel up here, I think is a little bit more correct than Mladen's channel, and I think still that we're gonna hit this support at 25.5 or something like that right now. I think that's the most, you know, likely outcome right now. So that means that, you know, Bitcoin right now might see some kind of, you know, 7% move towards downside. That will also, you know, go with my theory of the liquidity, because I believe that there is liquidity to be picked up down here, because this has been going since 20th of March, and right now it's, you know, 8th of May. It's almost 2 months. We've been going sideways up here in this box up here. So I think if we want to go higher up here, I think we're going to go down into the box, pick up that liquidity, and then once we pick up that liquidity, we might do some like this, and then, you know, break everything towards upside and continue towards upside. If we are going to continue towards upside, I'm still long-term bullish, because there is no reason to be long-term bearish right now, although this is a daily chart and everything looks you know, nice and dandy over here. But for you know, after this move towards downside, if this channel starts breaking over here towards downside, that's a very bad thing. We do not want to see that, because once these channels break towards downside, you get these big huge drops on the downside. So hopefully, very much hopefully, unless this support level over here holds, you know, for some kind of reason, best case scenario right now, this support level holding, and we just, you know, bounce towards the upside. Second best scenario is this over here, where we go all the way down to the channel bottom and then bounce over that. And the worst case scenario is going out of the channel on the other side up here towards the downside. This is the absolutely worst case scenario of rice right now. Could this happen? I think this can definitely happen, although I am looking at, you know, more down move down here into the liquidity box up here before we actually go towards the upside. So that's what I'm looking. If you look at on the weekly time frame over here, if you look at on the weekly time frame over here, and let's pop the moving averages as well, you'll see that we are moving a little bit on the weekly time frame below the 10 moving average, but we still got 5 days left on that on this chart. So over here, you know, this 200 moving average is at around 26k. This 20 moving average is around 24.7, something like that. Major support level on the weekly is down here at 24.3, give or take. This is the absolutely hugely major support level, and the last support level, I would say, it's around 22k. So, you know, talking about some kind of 10k that we're gonna go down back down to 10k before we actually break below, you know, 25k, 24.3k or 22k is just nonsense, right? So we don't want to do that. So this looks actually okay on the weekly time frame over here. Even though we failed to get a bullish engulfing candle, just continue, you know, big pump towards upside. It is playing out a little bit differently than before, but right now the trend is still your friend, and until trend ends, you know, we cannot say that this is over. This might be some kind of bigger trend, although people might actually, you know, enjoy something like this over here as well. And this also looks nice, but, you know, this wick down here is important, so I think we need to use the wick over here. So if you just assume that this bigger trend up here, you can see up here 50 moving average all the way down here, we can go down all the way down to 22.5. What's that? 22. We can go all the way down to 22 levels without actually breaking this uptrend over here towards the upside, which is actually quite nice. And if you just look at this uptrend up here, Bitcoin by 2025 up here, 2025, May 2025, at lowest, if this trend continues over here without actually breaking trend towards downside, by 2025, May 2025, where we think that, you know, next bull market top is gonna be at, the lowest this can actually be is at around, you know, something like 55k. So we're gonna see if that actually you know, continues in that direction. Previously this wasn't the case. If you look here, previously this wasn't the case because we did get a dip towards downside over here. So if you look at this move up here, you know, this you know, violent trend towards upside, it did break and create another trend over here. So this is in no way, shape or form any kind of you know, indication of what's going to happen, but eventually up here we actually came a lot higher than that line, right? A lot higher than that line. So will this actually be that we are above 55k? I think, you know, that's pretty good possibility. So there is that, you know, but weekly looks nice. I have no problem with the weekly time frame. It looks okay. It does look a little bit, you know, this is a bearish engulfing candle up here. We tried to go up, failed that, going down. So I do believe that you know, we can go down to 25.5 or something like that. 20 moving average up here. These bottoms are down here, and then, you know, bounce and continue towards the upside because there is a trend over here. There is a trend. Let me see if you can draw the channel out of the weekly candles up here. Where would you put the candles then? Maybe something like this over here. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's see how daily time frame. Yeah, give or take. Yeah, I think my yeah, I think my, yeah, it's still down here at 25.5, give or take, right? That's what we're looking at. That's the target that we are looking at right now. It looks good. Let's just go a little bit back so I can get my lines back. I don't want to lose the lines. There we go. So unfortunately, you see up here a very nice bounce and everything is, you know, nice and dandy. Unfortunately, unless we get back inside the channel up here with this move towards the upside, unless we get back inside the channel, this might just go and retest the channel up here and then go back down here and then break to the downside. How this actually is going to play out, you know, hour by hour, 4 hour by 4 hour, I do not actually know. But we have been, you know, dumping down a lot right now, pulling back, trying to get back inside the channel. If we fail that, we might see another move towards the downside. So there is that. Major support levels. We're trying to hold those. Boom, yeah, I finally catch you live. Joa, Bota, how you doing, man? Spring is here, baby. Yeah, it is. I'm accumulating Shiba for some reason. I could be wrong. That's the game of crypto. You never know whether you're gonna be right or wrong. Kevin, Turbo. You still on the meme coins, man. Meme coins, unfortunately, are been dumping down. Of course, there has been coins that are pumping, but most of the coins after Pepe went started going towards downside. So unless Pepe gets some new, life in, new life, I think that the meme season might be over. On the other hand, there might be another pump, but it already went to 1.8 billion. Will it go higher? I don't know. What is the market cap of Shiba Inu? What is the market cap Shiba Inu? Market cap 5 billion. So, it almost, did half of Shiba Inu market cap in the very first months of, its life, Pepe. So, I don't know. I don't know how likely it's gonna break, Shiba Inu. I think it's more likely that Pepe, eventually in the 2025 bull run, surpasses Shiba Inu because it is new coin. On the other hand, I don't know. 12K want to a bridge cable, yeah. Bitcoin is great, I get it again at 24, 25. Nobody's hyping meme coins, like I said, I could be wrong. It happens. DXY, I think Bitboy said it best. Meme coins are just a game of hot potato, like who's gonna be left with a, potato at the end. CPR post tomorrow, I've posted a bit bumpy. Maybe. Looks nice on hourly time frame right now. Yeah, let's check the hourly time frame up here. Yeah, it looks nice on hourly time frame because the trend up here, the trend is your friend, and the bigger trend up here, broke towards downside. We can, broke towards downside, but there is this, trend over here that's right now breaking towards us. So it does look like he's gonna try to retest up here 28.2 or something like that. But after that, I don't know, because we don't actually know whether this is gonna, be able to get back inside the channel up here or not. That's the big question. And what's happening with altcoins? Altcoins are just, following Bitcoin. That is that. Okay, guys, we won't be talking too much about anything else. I bought myself a sandwich, so I want to eat my sandwich. It's a tuna fish sandwich, and I love that. So, that is that. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll be here tomorrow looking at Bitcoin, seeing whether it goes down or up. So be sure to be here then. What do you think Luna Classic will do? Will it recover? No, I think it's just, it's speculative coin right now. There is no fundamentals to Luna. Nobody trusts Luna. Doesn't matter what kind of new tech they come out with. Nobody trusts Luna, right? They lost the trust, and in crypto everything is about trust. But that's my thing, Meme season not here to pump a week. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Have a nice day, guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.